You get an edible, sit down on the couch, have a great trip.
Wasn't this succinct in our full episode? I thought it was stupid.
All in all, you're kissing another great kiss in the wall.
Welcome to Kyle and Dave vs. the Machine Video Edition. We have watched Pink Floyd, The Wall. I know for a fact we're going to get so many hate comments because Dave and I, once again, have the counter opinion to what seems like a lot of people have. Dave, I've just set you up. What did you think about Pink Floyd, The Wall?
Wasn't this succinct in our full episode? I thought it was stupid.
Whoa!
If you want it, come and get it. It ruined the music for me. It is a mess. We use the word literal, but I think the biggest problem is that putting structured images that are too literal to the lyrics of an abstract song make this almost unwatchable. There's a strong underlying problem with misogyny and hating women. It's egotistical, finger pointing, depressing. Maybe that's art. I thought it was terrible. Well, there are some saving graces. Some of the animation parts are drawn really well, even though I have a problem with some of the content. The shadow scene in the bedroom when he's hallucinating, fucking beautiful. Kyle will apologize for it fairly quickly, but overall...
I cannot say I liked it as a viewing experience. That being said, there are these isolated moments. I loved the animation in this movie so much. I thought that is really when this movie truly came alive, because you can marry like these abstract drawings, the themes that you really want to push forward, easier with animation than in live action, where again, we keep using that word, but very literal representation of what is happening. And I don't find that super engaging to watch. But there are still these striking images, shadow work, colors, the kids going into the meat grinder, the weird plastic faces they're using, like those types of imagery are going to stay with me. But as a viewing experience, it is both too abstract and too literal simultaneously. As a person who loves stuff like Fantasia, I love that movie, but in that, it's individual songs that have a beginning, middle, and end. Trying to do that for this whole entire rock opera wasn't as compelling. I just left feeling conflicted. That's basically what our entire episode is about. Certain moments I loved, and a lot of it there was just like, I don't care what is happening on screen.
Doing some of the background research, I think the biggest problem, we feel this intuitively when you're watching it, but then learning more about it. This is really an exercise in missed opportunity. Roger Waters, Pink Floyd at the time, built this album essentially to be a metaphorical loop. And it's really cool, abstract treatise on all the things that he's going through, right? This band is having a lot of problems. He's dealing with his own celebrity. He's got a staunch history in anti-war and political provocatism. That's not a word. None of that kind of translates properly through in this film. It touches upon it. The three creative people involved in building this, they did not see eye to eye on this. That's probably the biggest functional problem. And I love music videos. I think most of us love music videos. This is kind of like if you had to sit through a 90-minute music video that just wasn't working.
I totally get why this is considered a cult classic. This is something where you get an edible, sit down on the couch, and you watch this one night and you have a great trip out of it. But as an actual like cinematic experience, it really didn't do a whole lot for me. And I was frustrated by that because I really thought I was going to love this. So maybe I came in with like super high expectations. Part of me just wishes that it had just stuck to be animation the entire time.
If you are writing abstract metaphorical music, you should transfer it into an abstract metaphorical visual form. Singing about children marching to an army song and them actually being children marching. I mean, it's just boring.
Really what we're doing is we're just viewing a kid playing with his toy truck. There's nothing visually interesting about that. It's just a rock song that's playing while a kid plays with his toy truck. What else could we be doing in this? The best of music videos, the Thrillers, or I'm trying to think of another great example.
Well,
we talked about the stuff
like
some of the stuff that Madonna did. The best of Madonna or the best of Michael Jackson, or a more recent example like the best of Arcade Fire. We can use a narrative while still having the song play, but there's visual interest going on. Both are additive to the other experience. And I just felt that for a long stretch of this, that was not happening. There was a disconnect between the visuals and the music that was playing, and it took me out of it every single time.
There was a scene with the largest fucking rat you've ever seen in your life.
So gross.
It wasn't just a rat.
It's so
gross. Like, the kid was holding it. It was like this big.
It's like an elder rat, like an eldritch horror rat that crawled out of the recesses of Cthulhu to haunt my dreams.
Wow, nerdiness. Let's talk about what happened in 1982. Where are we at?
I don't want to look like I can see the future or the past, I guess, in this case, but probably a lot of death.
Well, yes. Yes, there will be. So there are 2 entries. The first one will corroborate your suspicion.
Great.
On February 15th, the oil platform Ocean Ranger sinks during a storm off the coast of Newfoundland.
Excellent.
Which sucks because that's a little close to home. All 84 rig workers die.
Great. Phenomenal. Great that we are reliving those memories here in 2022.
For some reason, Ireland's back on the 18th. I mean,
Bob Geldof is Irish, right?
Irish. The Republic of Ireland general election gives a boost to Fianna Fáil. What the fuck does a boost mean? They
I don't know, Dave.
Lifted her up? I don't know.
You're the one who's reading this. I feel like this is something like super
it's
obvious.
a political party. It's not a person. It's the Republican Party of Ireland.
Oh, it gets a boost. I see.
So I guess they don't win anything. It's leading up to the idea that in the 80s,
have the Troubles already
to some
started, or are they
tumult.
over by now?
Are they over at all? We're not educated enough to talk about Ireland. Luckily, there's only 2 entries and only 1 death. 84 deaths, but 1 entry of death. So we're doing okay. 1982, baby.
Baby.
We need more neon. We should start wearing fanny packs.
That was the best few years of my life as a kid, wearing fanny packs everywhere. Didn't need pockets
Fanny
in my
packs are
pants.
bad.
You can watch the trailer reaction we did over on Monday. You can also listen to any of our other film reviews that we release onto this channel. But we will see you all next week when we start going through the 1982 Best Picture nominees.
Best Picture. It's a fucking sham anyways. So,
Okay, God damn it, Dave.
we
Jesus
don't even
Christ.
know.
We don't need
We
to
don't even know what
relegate
we're
this
in
every
for.
single time.
All right. See you
Bye.
soon.
Is there anybody out there? You don't need no education.